Hello, everyone. Okay, so I'm so excited to be doing this. Let me just make sure everything is good. So it is so good to have you here. I am going to be talking about, and it's going to be a short talk. Don't worry, it's going to be really short. I'm just going to go over like the gist of everything, and in the comments, maybe follow up with some like questions. Like if you have questions about anything that I share, just let me know in the comments and I will get back to you. So, in primary school, elementary school, when your teacher talked about like the 5 W's: who, what, when, why, where, and how. So that is how I'm going to be going about explaining all of this and why the overall question of why I moved to England. So the first question is who? Me, obviously. What? I moved to England, Hereford, England to be exact, and it has been amazing. That's just like the gist of it. When I did this was in September of 2017, and right now, as I'm recording this, it is February 26th of 2021. So I have actually been here for a few years now, and I can happily say that I love it. I am very much enjoying it so much. And so the next question is why? This is the big one. This is where the story comes in, right? Okay, story time with Mac. Okay, Mac's my nickname, by the way, for all of you who don't know. Sorry, I just hit my table. So I quit university after a semester. One semester of it, I had enough. I knew that I wanted to do some sort of ministry and work with people, but I just wasn't getting that from university. I wasn't getting that from schooling, and I felt like it was pointless because I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know anything about myself really and what I wanted to do. I thought that I wanted to be a teacher. Then I thought I wanted to be a nurse. Well, none of that was what I actually wanted to do. So I kind of took a step back. I quit university and I knew that I wanted to do some sort of ministry school. So I started looking around and I was, sorry, let's just turn my phone off. This is the perks of being on a live, guys. You get to see all the the fun parts of me trying to turn down my phone, but it's not working. Oh well. So I was looking for ministry school that I could do. So I looked at Hillsong College. I looked at Bethel School of, I don't know, not School of Worship. I know that's one of them, but I'm not musically talented, so that wasn't it. But anyway, so I really, at that point, knew of Freedom Church, which is in England, in Hereford, where I'm at now. And I was currently at New Spring Church. And so I even looked at their college, New Spring College, and nothing just really felt right. But I saw England as an opportunity to go on an adventure. And I applied and heard nothing back. So I kind of just put it up to, my one of my nieces was just born, so I was like, I'm going to spend more time with her. I'm going to take the opportunity to spend this time with my family. I was kind of battling with my relationship with God, like a little bit of a give and take situation where I was like, I'll just take all the grace and give nothing really. And so during that, I was serving with our youth ministry, but at the same time, to be honest with you, was not thriving in my relationship with the Lord. And so anyways, I got to a point where I was like, okay, God, I'm ready to give you everything. I'm ready to fully live for you. And I started serving in a higher capacity in our youth at New Spring. And during that time, I made a friend. His name's Scott. And we were really good friends. Our other friend Miranda, we would do these like worship nights in our mine and Miranda's apartment, and it was so much fun. It was called the Harbor. If you were there, it was amazing. Shout out to you. original people right there. So anyways, at that point, he comes to me and Miranda and says, "Hey, I'm moving to England." And I was like, "No way. I'm so happy for you. Actually, I'm really mad and I can't express that to you." So I asked him eventually, he explained that he was going to Freedom Church and a thing called a Freedom Academy. And I basically was like, "Would you be mad if I applied?" And so this was October time. And well, he was going that was during the summer and he was supposed to go, but he put it off a year. That September, he put it off a year. By October, I asked him, "Would you be upset if I applied and went the same year as you? Like, it wouldn't just be your thing." Like, and he was like, "No, that would be sick. That would be awesome. We could do it together. We would, like, it would just be so much fun." And we were so excited about it. And then I applied and I was waiting for an interview that happened in January. And so as we were getting hyped up for it and everything, he decided to go back to university, which is the right thing for him. But it made me slightly more nervous because I didn't know anyone going. Everything was just up in the air. I was going to have to make this life-changing decision by myself. And so I got accepted. I was so excited. I literally jumped up and down at my workplace. I got the email come through on my phone and I was jumping up and down. So yeah, that's basically why I moved, was for a ministry school. It was for a leadership academy. And by the way, shout out to Academy because it's amazing and it changed my life. If you want any information about it, want to know about Freedom Church or anything like that, just let me know and I will get you loads of information and share more of my story with it if you would like to know. But so where we are located, Freedom Church has locations all over the world. And I am actually at the hub campus. I don't really know. It's not like the home campus. It's like the hub, the central campus. That's what it's called. So we live in Hereford, and it's also in the middle of nowhere. It's definitely a farm town, and no one ever knows where it's at. So it's about 3 hours away from London. 3 hours, more like 4 hours. And if there's traffic, way more than that. So I don't know how the camera is showing me, but anyway, so London is right here and we are like 3 hours this way. No, 4 hours this way. I don't know why I keep saying 3 hours. Anyway, so then what was next? That was my why, was to do some sort of ministry school. Where Hereford, how all of this happened. So had to save up a whole bunch of money. My parents actually helped financially support me because I didn't go to university, so they did that. And honestly, they weren't going to. They were not going to make that decision. They did not necessarily support me 100%. So they, were very hesitant. And it was probably about a month or two before, maybe even a month. It was very close to the deadline of all this. They said, we finally feel like we can help you. And they helped financially, and I owe them massively. It was the best decision I ever made to come here. And so the next question that I really want to explain to you is why I stayed. And most people probably think that I stayed because I met my husband. So I met Dan a month after moving here, maybe even 2 months. I don't even know. But we met shortly after I moved here. But that's not why we chose to live in Hereford. We prayed for months about, not months. It was probably about 2 or 3 months about where we should stay, where we should live. And we questioned if we should move back to the States or if we should move to Cheltenham or Worcester, where he's from, which is only an hour away. Both of those are just a short distance away, but we felt like Hereford was the place that we needed to call home for now. And we were, yes, this is live, Robbie. Thank you so much for commenting. So we were basically in this situation where we didn't know where we wanted to be, but we really felt like God was calling us to be in Hereford, to like really root down and train in church, learn more about pastoring, learn more about ministry, learn more about ourselves and our marriage. And we have just found the most amazing friends through Hereford, and it's just been absolutely amazing. Some of our really great friends, Jess and Adam, they just had a baby, by the way. He's so cute. His name is Jax, and they basically were like probably a few months into moving here, like officially moving here after academy, and Dan moved here from Worcester. So we really got to hang out with them a lot, and they just got around us and loved on us, and just they're some of those friends that you can just hang out with and relax with and not really think much about hosting when you have them over. So it was really cool to get to know. We had a few friends like that where we were able to get around them and grow in our marriage the first year and things like that. And then I actually really enjoyed pregnancy and having a baby in the UK. This is just a little bit of extra information. So the NHS is so amazing. I actually had a home birth, and I had midwives come to our house so that I could have him at home and in a hot tub, actually, in a birthing pool. It was such a great experience, but that's one of my favorite things about being here so far. And guys, there's tons that is my favorite parts, but financially, that was just one of the greatest things ever. One person asked me on social media today is that she asked, what are some of the things that I love about the UK over the US? And the main thing that I miss about the US is my family. So I wouldn't necessarily say that there's anything that I love over one or the other, because Dan's family's here, my family's in the States. But there are things like the NHS. I love the NHS rather than having to pay for insurance. But I love the service of how doctors in the States are rather than my GP surgery here. Which, like, obviously you're paying for a service. That's why it's different. It makes sense. So anyways, that's just where I stand with some of that. Some of the things that I miss is Mexican food, Tex-Mex all the way, the authentic stuff. That's oh, someone just said Donald Trump is enough reason for moving to the UK. Yeah, Donald Trump, yeah, he's a lot, isn't he? That's all I'll say about politics. It's just a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, I think motherhood, church-wise, we love freedom so much. We don't know if we'll be in the UK forever. We don't know if we'll be in Hereford forever, or where our base will be or anything like that. But we do know right now this is where we're called to live, and we love it. Yeah. So if there's any questions that you guys have, please pop them in the comments, and I would love to engage with you on there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching this long. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye, guys. If you're still here, know that I love you. Bye.